Peanuts. Ice cold beer.
Ice. Cotton candy. You! Get your hand out of your pants.
Please put your tray table up. Put the crack pipe down.
You're the least without sin person I know.
Errol, we are on the air right now.
Oh, I was digging for gold.
Wow! That's what's eating Gilbert Grape, my friends.
Well, listen, call me casual, but I love to take my time.
I don't know where your head ends and this weird turtleneck sweater begins.
Speaking of which, whatever happened to that porn star you were dating?
Oh my god, it's huge.
And now,
It's West.
by Midwest.
It's the last week of March 2014. This is episode 57 of West by Midwest. My name is Chuck Ganchorre. I'm broadcasting live from Los Angeles, California. What?
My name is Aral Gribble. I'm broadcasting live from Lansing, Michigan. And we have our producer, Rob Hubbard, broadcasting live from...
Chelsea, Michigan.
Were you saying something, Errol?
Out like a lamb. I was just trying to get in a bad March joke. Fucked it up! It is out like a lamb, though. I'll tell you what, here in the Midwest where it's like fucking 65 degrees or whatever.
Wow.
Yeah. Folks, we're on Google Plus Hangouts, recording live, as you can tell. If you like our Facebook page, on Mondays, we will post the link. You don't have to like it on a Monday, but just on Monday is when the link goes up. So, and then you can hang out with us, follow along, post comments.
Ask questions.
We won't listen or pay attention to them.
Yeah, I actually don't even have that thing open. And if after the show, when it is finished, you can find the better version of the podcast on iTunes. So you can subscribe, stream, download for your pleasure.
This podcast is brought to you by Ed Grabo. This person throws too much money away on the world's worst podcast.
Ding, ding, ding. Who is Ed Grabo?
That is correct! For $600, the board is yours.
Daily double. This week's guests, you guys, you need to stick around. Filmmakers Darci and Teri Balogh are talking about their new film, Feet. We had Darci on the show.
She was our second guest.
Yeah, probably like
Ever.
a year ago.
Yeah. Over a year ago, man.
She's back to talk more about the film. We're very excited to have them on.
Yes. F-E-E-T, not F-E-A-T. So, that's exciting. All right. Happy 50th anniversary, Jeopardy!
It's the 50th anniversary of Jeopardy?
That is correct. That is correct. Alex Trebek has been doing it for 30 years.
Wow. Who was the host before him? Do you know?
What do I know? I was dead.
Pat Sajak. You were dead, and then you were born.
I was reborn before Jeopardy. I don't know.
Happy 50th, Alex Trebek.
He's retiring soon.
Who's gonna take over? Ken Jennings?
I'm hoping for the job myself, Ken Jennings. Cronkite.
So he's dead.
He is dead.
Today was opening day. Baseball is back. Rob,
if you're hanging out with us on Google Hangouts, you see we're rocking our baseball caps.
Yeah, but wait. Errol, what are you're wearing? What hat is that?
Why are you gonna share?
No, because it's like Vermont or what is it?
No,
Virginia Tech.
Virginia Tech.
And it's for their football team, right, or something like that. And then my hat is just like this record label that
says "Fool's Gold"
that I listen to. Rob's the only one that actually has baseball related
paraphernalia, and he's wearing the Tigers shirt.
He's wearing a Tigers jersey.
Nice.
So
yeah, I'm wearing a hat from the school that got shot up. It's really uncomfortable to wear this around in public, but it's the only hat I own, and so there it is.
Hilarious. Well,
so you had a busy, exciting weekend, my friend. You were my famous Hollywood celebrity friend.
No, not famous. I was with...
You were on the orange carpet.
I was on the orange carpet of the Kids' Choice Awards 2014.
That is amazing.
On Nickelodeon, live on Saturday night. Yeah, Cooper Barnes.
So he
great
took you...
friend of the show.
His date?
I actually kind of forced him into taking me to the Kids' Choice Awards because I was like, Is Selena Gomez gonna be there?
Oh no.
But yeah, it was a pretty amazing time. Didn't get slimed, but
I know that's sad. They almost slimed the audience, which would have been cool.
Yeah, it was. I was really surprised by the amount of stars that actually go to this thing.
Man.
You know, and it's like
David Hasselhoff.
Hasselhoff was in our row. I actually had to like kind of walk in front of him and his date, so I.
Are you serious?
I hassled the Hoff for a second there.
Who else?
But yeah, like Chris Evans was there, Kristen Bell, Pharrell, Katie Coco.
Pharrell had like a big black hat, right?
He had a green one on. He had this
green
huge
one.
green Arby's hat, and it was
Nice.
uncomfortable again.
I love it.
But one of the categories was best movie actor, and it was like the nominees were Johnny Depp, Robert Downey Jr., Neil Patrick Harris, and the Rock, and I was like who? I was like, obviously The Rock's gonna be here or whatever. You know what I mean? Like like Johnny Depp and RDJ are too big to come to this thing.
Way,
you know
dude.
what I mean? Right?
No way.
Robert Downey Jr.
He won.
He won and he was there, and I was like, what the hell? It was so awesome to see.
That's
that
awesome. Actually, his speech was kind of awesome. Adam Sandler won, and I thought his speech was kind of offensive. Like he was like, I know I can't make gumballs fall from the sky, but I could do this. Balls, and like 20 orange balls fell from the ceiling, and he was like, "Oh Jesus, that was pathetic."
Yeah,
and then he like stumbled off stage. It was like he was making like inside sexual jokes that kids wouldn't get, like.
Right, and trying to like pump up Grown Ups 3 or something. It was really bad. Him and Chris Rock were kind of like Chris Rock, and I feel like Will Arnett didn't really connect with the audience.
Yeah, because the audience is children. And so, but you Robert Downey Jr., dude, he was like inspiring, and he like had the little kid from Iron Man right next to him in the seat.
Yep, that kid was there. I saw all those fools. It was so crazy. But you pointed out this. They gave their first Lifetime Achievement Award
to the dude from head of the class.
If our listeners remember this, it's an '80s sitcom called Head of the Class, starring Howard Hassman, Robin Givens.
Howard Hassman. Yeah, and some fat guy
that played Dennis, and his nerdy friend Arvid.
That's right.
But that dude, he's like the Chuck Lorre of Nickelodeon. He created every show from like All That to Keenan and Kel to Amanda's show, Zoe 101, all the way to even Cooper's show. So he's created almost every show on the network, and it was just really cool to see that fool up there. I was like, dude, head of the class.
So he created Cooper's show as well?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, definitely.
It was weird. I was like, I know that guy. Is he from Revenge of the Nerds? I hit IMDb, and I was like, oh my god, head of the class.
I did see Scott Baio backstage. I was like, who's this guy?
That's awesome. Anyway, so I retweeted a lot of amazing photos from you on the orange carpet, and I was super excited for you. That's fun.
A lot of fun, and we're all very excited for Cooper and his.
Yeah, man. That was fun too. I didn't see those until the next day, but him and his cast, they look great. They're a bunch of little kids, and they look adorable, and I can't believe they're letting him that close to children. So
it's like they adore him, but they'll learn.
But I'm pretty sure there's some kind of lawsuit he's got out at some point.
He's gonna break his contract somehow.
Yeah. Anyway, congratulations, Cooper Barnes. Happy April Fools, Charles.
Happy April Fool's Day.
It's not
I quit the show.
April Fools yet. That's not a joke, though. You do quit the show. So tomorrow, but if you folks are listening to it, it's probably past April Fool's Day. Yeah, man. What are your plans for April Fools? Any?
I'm just working, but I am always susceptible to April Fool's jokes.
No, like saran wrap on the toilet seat.
No, and I don't really. I'm not good at pranks.
You're gonna try the the orange juice one, aren't you?
But yeah, that was the one that I read. I read about you could take the cheese packet from Kraft Macaroni and Cheese Dinner and put it in a pitcher filled with water. Looks like orange juice.
It does. Looks just
really
like OJ.
upset your roommates.
I'm gonna try that. I'm big on April Fools.
Girlfriend?
Yeah, apparently my girlfriend, which would be a bad idea. But my parents got married on April Fool's Day.
That's right.
That is truth. And so it's always been a big deal because ever since we were little, they would sort of gather us around the bed early April Fool's morning and kids, we have some important news. You're all adopted. Yeah, April Fool's. Or your mother and I are getting a divorce. That was always a good one.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Yeah, it's horrible. So ever since then, I've really tried hard to scar my friends. My girlfriend and I have broken up on Facebook before.
Yep.
We got you with that one. That was good.
Yeah, definitely.
We got pregnant.
Oh, man.
My mom really freaked out. When I was supposed to go out to L.A. for the Comedy Central show we were doing, I called Cooper and told him I couldn't make it.
Couldn't make it.
He was so cool about it. He was like, dude, I mean, I understand, man. I understand. I guess, you got to make your own choices in life. But, yeah, no, okay, I don't know what to say to you, man. Like, well, a good thing it's an April Fool's joke.
April Fools!
Rob, any fun April Fool's jokes you pulled on people?
I remember Chuck and I doing an April Fool's on our future roommates. We played all day like we got into a huge fight.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like
tried to make it all come to a head at the what was it, the Quirk? What was that called? The Quirk Cafe?
Yeah, the little lobby cafe at the theater department.
Yeah.
What do they sell? Snickers bars? That ain't a cafe.
So it's like
cans of pop and fucking bags of chip does not make a cafe.
They had coffee and
it's small sandwiches.
Oh, all right.
I would beg everybody to use their meal plan. I'd be like, "Yo, man, don't you have an extra meal plan left?
Please, I need something from the cafe."
This ain't no April Fool's joke, dude. I'm starving.
For real.
I know you guys aren't watching the Q&A thing, but Ed says he's flying home tomorrow. He's thinking about doing an April Fool's joke on the FAA.
What? No, don't do that.
Rainbow's gonna get arrested.
Do you think it would be funny? He says.
I don't. I mean, I do, but until you get arrested. Oh, Graybo.
That's Graybo. That's our producer.
Graybo.
That is our producer.
He is a stateside terrorist.
He is. He has now just made the no-fly list.
NSA is watching.
A man went missing after being swept out to sea during his baptism ceremony.
That ain't no April Fool's joke.
That is no joke, ladies and gentlemen.
That's horrible. Oh, man. Was it his own baptism ceremony? Was he getting baptized, and then it was like, what?
Oh, goodbye. A 43-year-old man was reportedly swept out to sea at the Rancho Guadalupe Dunes Preserve during a baptism ceremony this morning. He had not been located as of 6 p.m., according to the Santa Barbara County Fire Department. The man was swept out with two other people just before 10 a.m., according to Mauro Cervantes, the pastor of the Santa Maria Church, Jesus Christ Light of the Sky, where
What is that? Jesus Christ Light of the Sky. What kind of church is that?
I don't know.
Light of man. Well, I'll tell you what, it's
Aliens.
not a smart church because clearly they chose a bad place for a baptism.
Right. This guy's like, are we? This is a little far out, right?
Guys,
We're going
it's
a little
high
too far
tide,
out.
man.
I mean, it's like 5 p.m. The tide's coming in. I felt we were a little far out.
I can feel a rip current under my feet. Are you
Guys.
sure we're okay? I mean, I'm down with Jesus and all, but I don't want to meet him today.
He met his maker, all right, on his baptism day.
Oh, well, he did join the family of God.
Yeah, at least he got the baptism in. That means he's going to
got it in.
heaven.
Right.
He's going to heaven. How many times could he have sinned between?
Baptism and death. That's horrible. I'm sure he's fine. I'm sure the baptism has filled him with the Holy Spirit. which is like an adrenaline rush for Christians, I think. I'm not sure how it works.
No, his lungs are filled with water.
Yeah, with salt water and starfish. Rest in peace, Rancho Guadalupe Dunes Preserve, man. I don't even know his name. We don't even know his name.
No, they haven't released his name because it's a tragedy.
It's a tragedy. We're sorry.
All right, well, our prayers are going out to you, my friend.
Our prayers to the man from Jesus Christ, Light of the Sky. A Oneida County woman uses bacon in an alleged arson attempt.
Florida.
Oneida. A woman is accused of trying to set fire to her ex-boyfriend's home with a pound of bacon left burning on a gas stove. Here's her name. Cameo Adon Crispi.
Her name is Crispi? And she used a pound.
There ain't no April Fool's joke, my friend.
She used a pound of bacon to burn down her ex-husband's home, and her name's Crispi.
That shit is crispy.
Crispy crisp.
Oh, she was 31. She is 31. She was charged Wednesday in the 8th District Court with arson, a third-degree felony. Crispi's ex-boyfriend called Naples police on March 14th to report that he'd received, quote, multiple phone calls and texts from her in an hour and wanted it to stop, according to charging documents. He also said he did not want her at his home. He's like, get Crispi out.
Get Crispi out. She's like firing up a bunch of bacon in my kitchen.
Crispi keeps
I don't know
getting shit
going
burnt.
on.
It's not just her name, dude. It's what she do. She makes shit crispy. An officer went to the home. He said Crispi was obviously impaired, and there was smoke coming out the front door. Due to her impaired state, she was taken to the hospital for a medical clearance before being booked into jail. The doctor asked her about the fire, and she stated she was attempting to start a fire in the house to get back at her boyfriend. Fucking asshole. I'm gonna burn this fucking bacon.
Where's the fucking maple bacon at?
Where's that maple bacon? They call me Crispi.
Give me that thick cut bacon.
Give me that thick cut. I'm Crispi. In addition to the arson charge, Crispi is also charged with burglary, assault by a prisoner, interfering with an arresting officer, electronic communication harassment, and intoxication. She is due in court on April 14th. Well, best of luck to you, Crispi. Best of luck. Moving right along, a job seeker sends out his resume and attaches photos of his penis.
You're hired.
You're hired. Wow.
Hell?
That's you're in. You know what this place needs more of? That kind of penis. A Texas Workforce Solutions in Dallas. So this place is called Texas Workforce Solutions. They help people out find jobs. They received a job application. No, it's more like well, it says anyway. They received a job application by email Friday morning from a man who also attached a picture of his penis. Dallas police spokeswoman DeMarquis Black told the Dallas Observer. The agency purportedly offers resources, tips, and tools to build a stronger Texas workforce. They connect building. That guy's like, you want to see a stronger workforce? Check this out. And he
It's punctual.
They connect job seekers with potential employers. In this case, though, the 25-year-old employee received the phallic photo, just connected the applicant with the police.
Send it over.
It's not yet clear whether the applicant sent the photo intentionally or not, but either way, Black told the Observer, I think I know why he can't find a job. Oh, you see, so, I mean, obviously that's a comment about, like, his conduct, but is it also, like, an inside jab at his penis?
Right, he's just like, that's not going to work here.
You're not going to get any kind of job with that, pal.
No jobs. Not going to get a beach.
Is that? Yeah, right? You're not even going to get a BJ with that kind of... And the man was charged with obscene display or distribution, which is a Class C misdemeanor.
How embarrassing if you were, like, just accidentally sexted your penis to a prospective job.
How do you do that? He's got so many penis pictures on his computer that when he, like, attaches a document, oops, that's picture number 816 of my wang. How do you do that?
Maybe he has it. Maybe he has to hide all these penis pictures with like different file names, and it's like one just says like resume.jpg. He's just like
resume for quote unquote job.
The guy from Office Space has lost his lawsuit against illegal flair.
Oh no!
You remember the character? What's his name? His name's Brian. He's played by actor Todd Duffy. He's the guy that was just like, "Get a room, you two."
Sounds like somebody's got a case of the Mondays.
Oh yeah, he was the douchebag that said that.
Yeah. You guys want some sharpshooters or some amazing poppers? I don't remember what the other one was.
Right, exactly. He was, a member of the Tchotchkes waitstaff.
Tchotchkes.
And he was held up as a shining example of the restaurant's maximum flair policy.
Sure.
Duffy felt his image had been unjustly used to sell a spin-off product from the movie, the Office Space Box of Flair, which contained a small book about the movie along with 15 flair buttons printed with funny sayings and designs. So he filed a suit against 20th Century Fox last year seeking damages, attorney fees, and, quote, destruction of the allegedly illegal flair that featured his photograph.
Oh. So he tried to sue them because they used his picture?
They used his image, yeah. Unfortunately for Duffy, when he agreed to his Office Space role, he signed a day player agreement with the movie production company, which granted the film all rights throughout the universe, yes, that is the legal usage, to his performance, including the right to use pictures from his performance for commercial purposes.
Absolutely.
So, nice try, Duffy. But
nice try, Brian. That's how bad this dude's career is. Like, he's got nothing going on. He wants that, like, $25 residual he would get from the Office Space Box of Flair spin-off product.
I want the nickel for every box of Flair.
Hey, guys! Give me my nickel!
Good for him.
Good.
Nice.
Way to go, Todd Duffy. Well, so speaking of films... Worst segue ever. We should bring on our guests this week, huh?
Definitely.
Let's see if they had anybody try to get away with suing them for fucking stupid reasons like that. Ladies and gentlemen, filmmakers Darci and Teri Balogh on the show.
Woo! Hey guys.
Hey ladies.
It's wonderful to be here.
Thanks for coming back, Darci. Welcome.
Sure.
And Terri is your sister.
Yes, my younger sister. Just saying.
She always points that out.
I know more than her.
But we have another sister that likes to muscle you guys around, huh?
Yeah, there's
she's the oldest.
Older sister. So Darci, you're the middle kid?
I am. Which explains a lot, doesn't it?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. You were when we were on the set of
Lopsquatch,
you were pretty type A. You were taking shots. Fucking taking names and kicking asses.
That's what happens when they're not around. When I have, my older sister's around, I just drink a lot. Sit by the pool. She takes over all the type A stuff. And,
that's what Rob used to do to me. Every time he was around, I would just drink heavily. So you're on the show to talk about your new movie called Feet.
Yes, which, by the way, we have the same rules as the Flair guy. That phrase, we own all images.
Yeah.
For use in perpetuity throughout the universe.
Yes, perpetuity.
That's the standard thing that is sent out, I believe.
Yeah. Because by God, and I'm going to make Flair. I'm going to make Feet Flair.
Like different toenail painted thing. It was great. So what is Feet? It is not a foot fetish movie.
No, it's not. There are foot fetishes in it.
Oh.
Because you can't
not have a movie. Yeah, you can't not have a movie.
They are there. No, but it's about a man that it's about an art gallery security guard who becomes obsessed with filming people's feet for artistic reasons.
Okay.
And then chaos ensues.
So last time you were on the show, where were we?
I think we were just starting, and we actually
production.
We're we're not done. We have 5 pages left.
Oh,
We're
okay.
shooting next month, but we're going into post-production next month.
Very cool.
It's
Chuck, I don't know
taken
about
a
you,
year.
but I didn't get my invite.
I didn't actually get.
didn't get to read any sides for an audition.
That's kind of weird.
That
Must
is
have
weird.
got lost in my bulk folder.
Sure. I have beautiful feet. Okay. Actually, that's not true. I have the feet of a hobbit. Weird.
That might work too.
If I'd have known that, actually, I thought you had beautiful feet, so you were automatically out. Too many pretty foot models.
I need to put it on my resume.
Right, don't.
Dick pics. I should have just put
Exactly.
a picture of my-
Don't send your penis, send your foot.
Yeah, that'll get you.
So this guy literally just goes around, like, taking pictures of people's feet.
Yeah, it's kind of like a security camera. He starts taking it with security cameras.
Oh, okay, that's a little more clandestine.
At the art gallery because his feet hurt and he's looking at shoes and he gets uncomfortable trying to talk to people about their shoes. We actually based it on a true story that we heard.
Oh.
And one of the things we're going to do when we're finished, we heard it. Where were we? We were at a bed and breakfast in LA, and this guy from the Isle of Man, this little old man from the Isle of Man, was telling us the story about how he went to this art gallery there, and he was very uncomfortable because the security guard kept coming up to him and trying to talk to him about his shoes.
Whoa.
Hey man, this
Because they were like
those are
Italian.
comfortable.
Yeah, it was really uncomfortable. So we based the whole story on that. We kind of went out and sat by the pool and wrote the whole thing, the outline. And when this is done, the first thing we're going to do is going to try to go to the Isle of Man. It's not a very big place.
Sure.
And we want to find that guy.
Yeah.
Like, hunt him down. It's going to be a big PR thing.
Right, we're gonna find the man from the Isle of Man.
Be careful, he's gonna try to sue you. I'm just saying. He's just like Todd Duffy.
He's like, that was my idea.
That's the whole story.
That's funny. But yeah, so we're almost done. But it's taken a long time, guys.
No.
Yeah.
Independent filmmaking is rough.
Yeah. Well.
Do you do you two collaborate often on films?
Yeah, we do. We've been we've been making films for a while, and we've done things separately. But the plan was always to work together and to do independent feature filmmaking, narrative features. And so we've had to do a lot of things in order to kind of get to that point. We had to learn a lot of things. We had to meet a lot of people, and so it kind of helped to have two of us because we could kind of split up, and one of us could focus on one aspect of filmmaking, the other could focus on something else, and it's allowed us to get a lot of information between the two of us that's been helpful. So.
Yeah, but ultimately it was us. We want to work together and take over the world. Yes.
Yeah.
You're gonna. So did you two? How did you get into filmmaking? Is it something you did when you were little, together?
No,
I think we've always been storytellers. We used to tell stories when we were little, and we used to play games that had to do with storytelling.
Awesome.
And we made a tape one time. We actually recorded a tape when we were little kids that had a bunch of little tiny, like they were really little kid like horror stories. It was actually really kind of funny.
Sweet.
Awesome.
But filmmaking came
I
later.
used to do little tape radio shows.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's funny. Same basic thing, yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't
I don't
do any-
actually. I don't for real. I don't know if Chuck ever did, but I used to. I used to be like, "Hey, this is Aral Gribble on WABG radio."
I still have tapes like that too.
Yeah, yeah. And look at us now. We're all grown up.
Doing the same damn thing.
Same amount of people are listening. So, what are the different aspects that each one of you do that you sort of specialize in with your filmmaking?
Well, we write together. We have kind of a system worked out. We usually get ideas together, we outline together, and then I'll take the outline and start writing the script, and then I'll take it to Terri, and then she usually injects a lot of sort of deeper, more. She either injects sort of like the look, like the design of it, or she'll get into sort of like what it all means and this whole background. I do more of the dialogue. She does more of the theme, the meaning and that kind of thing.
So she makes it good.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's pretty flat. Pretty flat without her. But then when we're filming, I'm mostly a director, producer, and she's mostly a director, photography, and director. We really kind of co-direct, but she focuses on the technical, and I'll focus on the actors. But we mix it up too. Yeah,
absolutely.
It's pretty fun, actually.
Darci's much better working with the. She's just good at working with the actors and kind of pulling out, what we need, and it's just she's really good at working with them and getting some great performances.
I don't have time for this BS. Give me some lights. Get going, guys.
The actors are idiots. How hard is it to hit your mark and say a line?
It's one word.
One word.
Jeez. I've gotten a lot better. I tell you what, directing is different. I mean, we've never made a feature before, and it's really interesting how much you have to know. Like, I really didn't know it was, it all falls on you, really. The actors are doing it and stuff, but you have to know how to tell people and how to get it out of them, and that's something you can only really learn, I think, when you're doing it.
Yeah.
It's been really interesting.
Yeah, and you're doing it kind of in, like, the worst-case scenario. I mean, independent films have a tendency to get sort of a broad range of talent. You can get a lot of really great people, which you do get, but you also have the potential to even get some day players who are like, oh, I've been on a movie set.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you do get away. Yeah, when you can't pay people, you can't complain too much. You can't be too hard on them.
Right. Though we've been extremely we've gotten a huge. I mean, all of our actors and actresses, we've been very lucky on this film. We really have gotten some people that we wouldn't have even imagined kind of came out of the woodwork for us. So.
Wow.
That's been really good.
And they stuck with it the whole time. Which
they really have. They've been like
so
right there every day.
So what happened with Blob Squatch? Why did you get a bunch of jerks on that one?
Idiots and assholes?
Blob Squatch was good. You guys were good on Blob Squatch.
Blob Squatch was awesome.
Where did you film? Where'd you film Feet? You filmed all over?
We had Colorado. We had a ton of more locations than we realized. Sadly, so we were been in an art gallery, and we shot at the Four Seasons Hotel, which was pretty great, and our apartments. Terri has actually a house that has an apartment above it, so we were in her house and her apartment above, pretending it was two different places.
Right.
Nice.
So
all around, but only Colorado.
We did learn our lesson though, because when we wrote this, we really didn't think. We were kind of thinking, okay, there's not that many actors. We're going to kind of keep it simple as possible, and we never really sketched out how many locations we needed. And so this whole thing, it's been like for little tiny shots. It's just like, okay, oh no, now we need this other room for this other shot, or this or a hot tub. And the original script, I was putting in yurts and everything else. I had them all running around this resort with yurts and all this other stuff. And I remember that some of the first people are like, where are we going to get a yurt? And we did look for yurts for a while. And then it became like, it doesn't really have to be a yurt. It would have been funny as a yurt, but it doesn't have to be a yurt. So.
For our listeners, not for me, because I totally know. I'm just asking. What the hell is a yurt?
Right. A yurt is a tent, a round tent, Mongolian style tent structure that is round with a pointy roof. And,
okay.
And you actually do see them up in the mountains in Colorado. People use them like camp, like cabins, kind of.
Oh wow.
But it's just like a big round dome tent, basically, but very primitive looking. More like a.
Right.
They can be huge. They can be massive things, but yeah, we never did get our yurt, and.
There's anybody out there, there's still 5 pages left.
The yurt pages.
We'll put just a picture of us standing by it.
That's right. So you filmed in Colorado, and it took you about a year. So while you were filming, marijuana was legalized. I have to ask.
How has that affected your set?
The production were you more productive or less after?
We're much less anxious.
It's never. Marijuana's always been socially legal in Colorado.
Right.
It's never been a big deal. I do notice the actors talk about it a lot more on the set openly. That is.
Oh, that's good. That's nice.
Before they maybe were set at a little lower tones, but now.
Right.
That was definitely not true for Blob Squatch. Like I roll out of my tent in the mountains, and Cody's sitting there smoking a bowl. I'm like, Cody, aren't we filming today? It's like, yeah.
Cody.
Get my head right.
Just a plume of smoke coming out of his tent.
Seriously, I was like, they're gonna think the mountain's on fire, bro.
Yeah, I don't know how it's going to affect the wrap party, because it's been a year. We still haven't had the wrap party. It could be crazier than ever expected.
There's going to be a lot of feet.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm going to cut that joke in post. Don't worry. So what's next for you two, besides hours and hours and hours of post?
Well, we have a lot of scripts, actually, that we're hoping to do in the future, but we think the next one we're gonna do, we actually have already discussed it. We're knocking out locations. We're gonna focus on a different aspect of filmmaking other than location scouting, and so we feel like we already got that down. So,
nice.
But we'll film again. It's just a matter of when we can, and I don't think we'll ever do it this what is the word, Darci? Like this low budget, I guess. We won't do it again.
No, never again. We'll have more money next time.
Yeah.
But it's good to get the one done. And our production company we're gonna do all that. I mean, with Feet releasing, we'll have our Nowhere Media is the name of our production company. We're gonna get the website going. We're gonna we're actually gonna start a podcast as part of to talk with other filmmakers. So we should have a podcast fusion with you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. We would love to come on your show.
Yeah.
We don't know how to make movies. We can be in, but
it's for all indie people, all indie artists and filmmakers. We want to really kind of talk about them and focus on them. So we're gonna do all that's coming with post production, and we're gonna make a bunch of swag. I think swag's like the key to making money in movies.
Absolutely.
Actually.
T-shirts. I need a new hat, by the way.
Yeah, send you your hat.
A really offensive hat.
We don't really know. We want kind of some funny feet swag though, but we're not quite sure how to go with that. We thought about those air fresheners, with the little foot air freshener. But I don't know. We haven't really.
Yeah, do you go all the way with the slippers, or do you do Crocs?
Yeah, little keychains, little flip-flops. We could have flip-flops.
We had in one of the scenes, our bad guy who's named Adrian in the movie. He wears really exotic clothes, and one of his things he wears is Geta sandals. Do you know what those are?
Geta?
They're they're like Japanese samurai sandals. They're on little stilts.
Yeah.
So I thought about those might be funny, but I don't know if people would get that.
I mean, they just look funny on their own. So.
Yeah.
What's a hot tub swag? You guys didn't think about that because we do have a lot of scenes in hot tubs.
That's what So it wasn't Rob. You were talking about how excited you were about the hot tub scene. That's totally didn't come out right.
They've got a shot with Tony popping his head out of the water like an alligator.
Yeah.
Tony Elbows?
Right?
Tony Elbows?
Elbows?
Tony is he's Adrian Marco Day. He plays the bad guy. So yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have him, and he has business meetings in strange places, including spas, and we did actually tell him to look like a crocodile because he's very aggressive and scary, and so the little guys they're all in their 60s, the main characters, they're in the hot tub in this business meeting, and then he's kind of lurking around. It was very creepy, but we almost killed people. I didn't realize how hot a hot tub got when you were sunk down in it,
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That was actually one of those directing experiences. I was like, wow, it's hard for people to remember their lines when they're boiling alive.
Yeah.
Piping hot water.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But we made it.
Well, congratulations. We can't wait for it to come out. Do you have any idea? Do you have a projected date or anything for it, or are you just going to
we're hoping the end of summer. We have two very fast editors who live here who are waiting. So we're going to meet with them probably the end of April and then get them all started on it. So hopefully it'll be the end of summer when we release it in festivals and all that.
Hopefully our invites to the premiere won't get lost in the mail.
Same place as our audition for... So, is the website...
I'll check your email.
Yeah, thanks.
The website for Nowhere Media is not ready yet. It's not ready for human eyes yet.
Oh, okay.
But, you can people can go to the Facebook page for Feet. It's just Feet the Movie. If you want to know when that's coming out, we update that with pictures and stuff as we're moving along, and we'll send you guys the website when it's ready.
Awesome. We'll post it.
Yeah. Awesome.
And we're coming on your podcast.
Yes.
We're coming on the show. I can't wait.
And I'm just gonna show my feet off as much as possible. In fact, right now I do have socks on though, but I don't have any.
Smell-o-vision.
Smell-o-vision. Oh, that's a tip for if you're new to podcasts. They're much more comfortable and exciting to do with no pants on. So.
Actually, I figured that part out already.
Yeah. Oh, no pants podcast. No pants podcast. Well, ladies, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you, Darci and Terri.
Best of luck with everything.
Yeah, thanks. You too, guys.
And we'll see.
We'll have you on for the last update.
Yeah. All right.
Bye. Thanks.
Bye, ladies. Thank you.
Rob, you know some cool people.
Yes, I do.
All right, folks, that's all the time we got for this week. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, like us on Facebook, facebook.com/WestXMidwest. Subscribe, stream, download, write a review on iTunes. Just search West X Midwest. Check out our website, westxmidwestpodcast.com. If you go to, you can go there and find our Twitter, our email, past episodes. But leave us a voicemail, 734-562-2385.
734-562-2385. It's all we want you to do.
Yeah, and if you want to you don't even have to leave a message for us. You could leave a message for Darci and Terri, and we'll pass it along to them.
Yeah.
Just please go.
You could butt dial us, and we'll play it on the air. Literally.
Just, if you want to use it to, put down your grocery list, and we'll recite it all on air for you, whatever you want.
Yeah, whatever you want. If you want, a recap of last week's Scandal episode, you just want to play that, and then we'll post it, well, that's what we'll do. Just
Give us a call, please.
Please.
I want to hear your voice.
Thanks, everybody, for listening.
Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week. I'm Chuck Ganchorre.
I'm Aral Gribble. On behalf of Rob Hubbard, this has been West by Midwest. We'll see you next week.